Hello and welcome to Psalms and Proverbs in a Month. Today is the first day of the month, and I'll be reading Psalms 1 through 9 and Proverb 1. Psalm 1. Blessed is the man who shall not walk in the counsel of the wrong, and shall not stand in the path of sinners, and shall not sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the Torah of Yahweh, and he meditates in his Torah day and night. For he shall be as a tree planted by the rivers of water, that yields its fruit in its season, and whose leaf does not wither, and whatever he does prospers. The wrong are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind blows away. Therefore the wrong shall not rise in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For Yahweh knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wrong comes to naught. Psalm 2. Why do the nations rage, and the peoples meditate emptiness? The sovereigns of the earth take their stand, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his Messiah, and say, Let us tear apart their bonds, and throw away their ropes from us. He who is sitting in the heavens laughs. Yahweh mocks at them. Then he speaks to them in his wrath, and troubles them in his rage, saying, But I have set my sovereign on Zion, my set-apart mountain. I inscribe for a law. Yahweh has said to me, You are my son, today I have brought you forth. Ask of me, and I make the nations your inheritance, and the ends of the earth your possession. Break them with a rod of iron, dash them to pieces like a potter's vessel. And now, be wise, O sovereigns, be instructed, you rulers of the earth. Serve Yahweh with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the chosen, lest he be enraged, and you perish in the way, for soon his wrath is to be kindled. Blessed are all those taking refuge in him. Psalm 3. O Yahweh, how my adversaries have increased, many rising up against me. Many are saying of me, There is no deliverance for him in Elohim. Selah. But you, O Yahweh, are a shield for me, my esteem, and the one lifting up my head. I cried to Yahweh with my voice, and he heard me from his set-apart mountain. Selah. I laid down and slept. I awoke, for Yahweh sustained me. I am not afraid of 10,000s of people who have set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Yahweh, save me, O my Elohim, because you have stricken all my enemies on the cheek. You have broken the teeth of the wrong. Deliverance belongs to Yahweh. Your blessing is on your people. Selah. Psalm 4. Answer me when I call, O Elohim of my righteousness. You gave relief to me when I was in distress. Show favor to me, and hear my prayer. Till when, O you sons of men, would you turn my esteem to shame? Would you love emptiness, seek falsehood? Selah. But know that Yahweh has separated a lovingly committed one for himself. Yahweh hears when I call to him. Tremble and do not sin. Speak within your heart on your bed, and be still. Selah. Slaughter slaughterings of righteousness, and trust in Yahweh. Many are saying, "Who would show us good?" Yahweh, lift up the light of your face upon us. You have put more gladness in my heart than in the season that their grain and wine increased. I lie down in peace altogether and sleep. For you alone, O Yahweh, make me dwell in safety. Psalm 5. Give ear to my words, O Yahweh, consider my meditation. Attend to the voice of my cry, my sovereign and my Elohim, for unto you I pray. O Yahweh, in the morning you hear my voice. I present myself to you in the morning, and I look up. For you are not an El, taking delight in wrong, nor does evil dwell with you. The boasters do not stand before your eyes. You hate all workers of wickedness. You destroy those speaking falsehood. Yahweh loathes a man of blood and deceit. But I enter your house in the greatness of your loving commitment. I bow myself toward your set-apart Hekal in your fear. O Yahweh, lead me in your righteousness because of those watching me. Make your way straight before my face, for there is no stability in their mouth. Their inward part is destruction. Their throat is an open burial site. They flatter with their tongue. Declare them guilty, O Elohim. Let them fall by their own counsels. Thrust them away for their many transgressions, because they have rebelled against you. But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because you shelter them. And let those who love your name exult in you. For you bless the righteous, O Yahweh. You surround him with favor as with a shield. Psalm 6. O Yahweh, do not rebuke me in your displeasure, nor discipline me in your wrath. Show favor to me, O Yahweh, for I am fading away. O Yahweh, heal me, for my bones have been troubled, and my being has been greatly troubled. And you, O Yahweh, till when? Return, O Yahweh, rescue my life. O save me for your loving commitment's sake. For in death there is no remembrance of you. Who gives you thanks in Sheol? I have grown weary with my groaning. Every night I flood my bed. I drench my couch with my tears. My eye has grown dim because of grief. It grows old because of all my adversaries. Depart from me, all you workers of wickedness, for Yahweh has heard the voice of my weeping. Yahweh has heard my pleading. Yahweh receives my prayer. Let all my enemies be ashamed and greatly troubled. They turn back suddenly, ashamed. Psalm 7. O Yahweh, my Elohim, in you I have taken refuge. Save me from all my pursuers and deliver me, lest they tear at my throat like a lion, rending in pieces, with no one to deliver. O Yahweh, my Elohim, if I have done this, if there is unrighteousness in my hands, if I have done evil to him who was at peace with me, or have plundered my enemy without cause, Let the enemy pursue me and overtake my being, and trample my life to the ground, and lay my esteem in the dust. Selah. Arise, O Yahweh, in your displeasure. Lift yourself up against the rage of my adversaries, and awake for me. You shall command judgment, and let the congregation of the peoples gather about you, and over them return on high. Yahweh judges the peoples. Judge me, O Yahweh, according to my righteousness, and according to my integrity within me. Please let the evil of the wrong be ended, and establish the righteous. For the righteous Elohim is a trier of hearts and kidneys. My shield is upon Elohim, who saves the upright in heart. Elohim is a righteous judge, and El is enraged every day if one does not repent. He sharpens his sword, he bends his bow and makes it ready, and he has prepared for himself instruments of death. He makes his arrows hot for pursuers. See, he who is bound with wickedness, and has conceived trouble, and brought forth falsehood, he has made a pit and dug it out, and falls into the ditch he made. His trouble turns back upon his own head, and his wrongdoing comes down on the top of his head. I give thanks to Yahweh according to his righteousness, and praise the name of Yahweh Most High. Psalm 8. O Yahweh our Master, how excellent is your name in all the earth, you who set your splendor above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babes and infants you have founded strength, because of your adversaries, to put an end to enemy and avenger. For I see your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have established. What is man that you remember him, and the Son of Man that you visit him? Yet you have made him a little less than Elohim, and have crowned him with esteem and splendor. You made him rule over the works of your hands. You have put all under his feet, all sheep and oxen, and also the beasts of the field, the birds of the heavens, and the fish of the sea, passing through the paths of the seas. O Yahweh our Master, how excellent is your name in all the earth. Psalm 9. I praise you, O Yahweh, with all my heart. I declare all your wonders. I rejoice and exult in you. I sing praise to your name, O Most High. When my enemies turn back, they stumble and perish before you. For you executed my right and my cause. You sat on the throne judging in righteousness. You have rebuked the nations. You have destroyed the wrong. You have wiped out their name forever and ever. The enemy is no more. Ruins everlasting. And you have uprooted the cities, even their remembrance has perished. But Yahweh abides forever. He is preparing his throne for judgment, and he judges the world in righteousness. He judges the peoples in straightness. And Yahweh is a refuge for the crushed one, a refuge in times of distress. And those who know your name trust in you, for you have not forsaken those who seek you, O Yahweh. Sing praises to Yahweh, who dwells in Sion. Declare his deeds among the peoples. For he remembers the seekers of bloodshed. He does not forget the cry of the afflicted. Show favor to me, O Yahweh. See my affliction by those who hate me, you who lift me up from the gates of death. so that I declare all your praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I rejoice in your deliverance. The nations have sunk down in the pit which they made, in the net which they hid. Their own foot is caught. Yahweh has made himself known. He has done right ruling. The wrong is snared in the work of his own hands. Meditation, Selah. The wrong return to Sheol, all the nations that forget Elohim. For the needy is not always forgotten, neither the expectancy of the poor lost forever. Arise, O Yahweh, do not let man prevail. Let the nations be judged before your face. Put them in fear, O Yahweh. Let the nations know they are but men. Selah. Proverb 1. The Proverbs of Shlomo, son of David, sovereign of Yisrael. For knowing wisdom and discipline, for understanding the words of understanding, for receiving the discipline of wisdom, righteousness, right ruling, and straightness, for giving insight to the simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. The wise one hears and increases learning, and the understanding one gets wise counsel. For understanding a proverb and a figure, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and discipline. My son, heed the discipline of your father, and do not forsake the Torah of your mother. For they are a fair wreath on your head, and chains about your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, do not give in. If they say, "Come with us, let us lie in wait for blood, let us ambush the innocent without cause, let us swallow them alive like Sheol, and entirely like those going down to the pit. Let us find all precious goods, let us fill our houses with spoil. Cast in your lot among us, let us all have one purse." My son, do not walk in the way with them, keep your foot from their path. For their feet run to evil, and they hurry to shed blood. For in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, but they lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush their own lives. Such are the ways of everyone greedy for gain. It takes away the life of its owners. Wisdom calls aloud outside. She raises her voice in the broad places. At the head of the noisy streets, she cries out. At the openings of the gates, in the city, she speaks her words. How long, you simple ones, would you love simplicity? And shall scoffers delight in their scoffing, and fools hate knowledge? Turn at my reproof. See, I pour out my spirit on you. I make my words known to you. Because I called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no one inclined. And you spurned all my counsel, and would not yield to my reproof. Let me also laugh at your calamity, mock when your dread comes like a storm, and your calamity comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. Let them then call on me, but I answer not. Let them seek me, but not find me. Because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They did not accept my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore let them eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own counsels. For the turning away of the simple kills them, and the complacency of fools destroys them. But whoever listens to me dwells safely, and is at ease from the dread of evil. Thank you for joining me. Yahweh bless you and keep you. Yahweh make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon you and give you shalom.
Oh Lord.